As Theodore Vail noted, real difficulties can be overcome. It's only the imaginary ones that are uncomfortable. The reason that I love that is because it is a powerful reminder. At the end of the day, you're choosing what to believe. At the end of the day, all those things in your head that seem like you could never get over them, you've made them up. You've decided to obsessively focus on those things. And as Oprah said, what we dwell on is who we become.
For you to get to that next level, here's what you need: information. You need to get information. No offense, I don't even watch TV. CNN don't pay my bills. Okay? Power don't pay my bills. I don't even watch TV. I might catch a sporting event. I don't get mad about a football game. I love to watch football. But I don't watch TV. Why? It's unproductive in my opinion.
If you don't have no other encouragement, you look at your boy, right? If you don't have no other encouragement, you look at me, baby. I was the underdog. I went from the bottom, I told you, to the top. And if I can do it, anybody can do it. And that's all I want you to know. You don't have to know about every accomplishment, everything I've ever tried to accomplish and do, but I want you to know that your boy E.T., I was that kid in class that nobody believed in. I was that kid when I got to college that nobody was saying I was the most likely to succeed, all right? I was that kid that nobody came to and said, you're going to blow up, you're going to do big things. I didn't have that motivation. I didn't have that inspiration. I didn't have nobody telling me that, right? But I believed in my heart that just because I wasn't in the picture, the one who was most likely to succeed, that I had a chance just like everybody else had a chance. So I'm telling you, if you're in the game, you can win, baby. As long as you're in the game, if you woke up today, if you're alive today, if you're breathing today, you might not be doing as well as you want to do in school, but if you're in there, you can do it. You may not be the, the number one person in terms of sales in your company, but if you believe you can do it and you're in the game, baby, you can do it.
The greatest power is to be self-controlled. To be able to train the mind and energy to focus it exactly where you want it and when you want it to be. You are completely detached and undeterred from external ups and downs. You're able to navigate anything that seems tough, challenging, fun, excitement with the same amount of being equipoised and balanced and equanimity without being too excited in pleasure or being too depressed in pain. But knowing how to navigate every situation, to me, that's great strength and great power. There's a beautiful verse in the Bhagavad Gita that says that detachment is not that you own nothing. Detachment is that nothing owns you.
So feel and understand that success doesn't come easy. You don't deserve a reward if you didn't apply the work. You hear often, people will say, work smart, not hard. No champion works easy. There is no easy in work. Work is work. That means you got to put in the work if you want to get something out of it. Just pace yourself, but get to work. You don't have to go fast, but get to work. You don't necessarily have to go slow, but get to work. This is it. This is that time, and this is that moment right now. You look at all of these people today. Look at all the successful people. How many times have you looked at your television or you saw someone driving up the block with a nice vehicle or someone living in a nice home on top of a hill and you said, man, I wish I had a house like that. Why are you wishing instead of doing? Why are you wishing?
If you want to maximize your chances of getting into a flow state, and there's no guarantee, but if you want to maximize your chances, you've got to do three things. Firstly, you've got to narrow down to one goal. If you're trying to do more than one thing at a time, you'll never get into flow. Choose one goal. Secondly, it's got to be a goal that's meaningful to you, right? If it's not meaningful, you won't get into flow. And thirdly, it will really help if you choose a goal that's at the edge of your comfort zone, at the edge of your abilities.
So if you in here and you like, I'm scared, whatever you do this for me. Do not sabotage yourself with fear. Fear is not real. That's something in your brain. Like, it does not exist. How do we get over it? You get over it by dreaming of what you can be. Come on, y'all gotta hear what I'm saying. There are those of you in this room, you spend a majority of your life doing what other people want you to do. You don't even know who you are. And so even what you're doing, you're not doing at 120% because you're doing what somebody else wants you to do. And you're not good enough to be somebody else. You better hear what I'm telling you. If you ain't got what everybody else got, if you're the shortest dude on the team, right? If you ain't got all the height, if you ain't got all the speed, one of the things that you're going to have to do if you want to make your dream a reality, you got to take the fight to him. You can't wait for it to come. You got to go take the fight to him. Yeah, you might not be the smartest student. Yep, you might not write the best. Nope, you might not be that deep in math. Your critical thinking skills might not be on the next level. But I challenge you right now. I dare you. I double dare you. You know how I do it. Take the fight to him. Stop running. Stop crying. Stop whining. Stop giving up. And you go take the fight to them. You hear what I said? Go take the fight to them. That's my first principle. If you don't get nothing else, I'm telling you, if you learn to take the fight to them, I'm telling you, you're going to be on a whole nother level.
And think about that for a second. Think about today. Just audit your thoughts. What did you spend your time thinking on? Did you obsessively think about the way that things could go right? Or did you obsessively think about the things that could go wrong? All the myriad ways that you need to protect yourself. And that's how it feels. In the moment, you think, I'm just planning for the worst case scenario. I'm thinking through all the ways that something could go wrong so that I can be prepared for it, not understanding that what you're doing is focusing on all the ways that it could go wrong.
So I need you to be selfish on the first tier, and that's dreaming. I need you to be real selfish because you can't help anybody else. You can't do for anybody else if you hurt. And the reason why my messages keep getting stronger and stronger is because I'm not at school, I'm healing. Every year I'm healing, I'm cleansing, I'm becoming a better human. And so as I become a better human and I have less junk to deal with, and I've been through some stuff.
Everybody in this room has a promised land somewhere, but you can't be stuck on the city you like. You got to hear God and go to your promised land. Your promised land might be Utah. Your promised land might be Minnesota. Your promised land might be Wyoming. Hear me clearly. You better use your money to get information and access, and you better be flexible because a real shark is flexible. Can we stop fronting and get real about this thing? And if I can do it, you can do it. I knew nothing about life. I knew nothing about business, but I had the right mindset, and I learned it through sports. And y'all got to hear my story so you understand.
They're imagined futures. They are not real. And in that, like a race car driver goes where the eyes go, you will go where your thoughts go. You will become your thoughts. So instead of boxing yourself in and thinking only about all the different ways that something could be bad, could break, could fall to pieces, think about all the things that you could do if you take the action, all the myriad ways that things could come to your aid and work out for the better. Obsessively think on that and let failure be a total fucking surprise. In that, you will take the actions that you need to be successful. But first, you've got to train yourself to obsess over all the ways your life could go right. From there, you'll act.
It was the trial. It was the tribulation that was the spark for my weight loss. I didn't get up one morning and just start jogging. I didn't get up one morning and just start eating. What happened was there was a trial that came in my life, all right, that switched up the whole game. And I'm telling you, some of you want comfort. Some of you stuck in the zone. Some of you love ease. And I'm telling you, it's your trial. It's your tribulation that's going to get you out your comfort zone. It's your trial. It's your tribulation that's going to take you to the next level. So stop whining. Stop complaining, all right? And what I need you to do is to embrace it. Do me a huge favor. Don't go after low-hanging fruit. Here's the deal. If you get to the top of the tree, all the fruit from the bottom of the top is going to be there, son. So I don't need you focusing on cars and money and stuff. You're going to get that. I need you to focus on why you were born in the first place. Why are you here on earth for this particular time? What are you doing here? There are those of you in this room, you spend a majority of your life doing what other people want you to do. You don't even know who you are. And so even what you're doing, you're not doing at 120% because you're doing what somebody else wants you to do. You're not good enough to be somebody else.